All right, in today's video, we are going to learn about halves and fourths. So we've done a little bit of learning about these in the past few days, and we're going to just do a quick review so that you have the vocabulary and the skills to do your job for your independent practice today. So first, let's review what a whole is. So whole means it's the entire shape or group. So we've been looking at shapes. So right here we have a whole circle, one whole circle. So it's in one big piece and the whole shape is there. Next we have a whole square and a whole rectangle. So you'll see that they are in one piece together. That is a whole. Next, let's look at what a half is. So if a shape is divided into half, that means that there are two equal pieces of the whole. So we have those same shapes from before, but now they are partitioned or divided into two equal pieces. Now that word equal is really important here. So we've talked in the past couple days about what it means to be an equal part and a not equal part. So if I were to cut these pieces apart and put them on top of each other, they should be exactly the same. That means that that is cut into half. So when there are two equal pieces, we call that half. Next, vocabulary word that we need to know is fourth or quarter. We can use either one to describe when a shape is divided or cut into four equal pieces of a whole. Again, it's important that they're equal pieces, so all of those pieces are the same. Otherwise, it's not really a fourth or a quarter. So all of these shapes here have four pieces that are the same size. If we were to cut them up and stack them on top of each other, they would be the exact same size. So they are cut into fourths. Now today we're going to take this learning a step further and learn to color in or shade a fraction of the shape. So instead of having them just divided into different pieces, we're going to color in one of the fractions or one of the pieces of the whole. So right here on the screen, we have 1/2, which means that there's one of two equal pieces that is colored in, or we have one of the two equal pieces. So in this example here in the circle is cut into those two pieces, so it's cut into half. And then 1/2 is shaded in black. So if I were to describe the black portion of the circle, I would say that 1/2 is shaded in black. I can say the same for this square. So you'll see again that they are two equal pieces. The pieces are the same size, but one of them is shaded in. So 1 out of 2 of the pieces, or 1/2 of the square, is black. And finally, we have our example with a rectangle. So 1/2 of the rectangle is black. We could also use it to describe the white portion as well. We could say that 1/2 of the rectangle is white. And we've also discussed as a class the different ways that you can divide shapes. So just because these examples are all going up and down does not mean you can't divide these shapes into halves or fourths when we get to that a different way. Remember, you could go diagonally or you could go across the other way into two equal pieces as well. So just be aware of that it might not always be divided up and down into two equal pieces. It might be a different way. So you'll have to pay attention to if it's an equal part and how we can describe it. So all of these have 1/2 shaded in black. And then finally, we need to look at what 1/4 would be or 1/4 would be. We could say it either way. And that means that one of the four equal pieces of a whole are colored in. So all of these shapes here have 1/4 of the shape shaded blue. So right here we have 1/4 of the circle is blue, 1/4 or 1/4 of the square is blue, and 1/4 or 1/4 of the rectangle is blue. Now before, with the halves, I could say that both of those pieces are 1/2. But as I'm looking at this, I can't reverse it with fourths or quarters because 1/4 is shaded in, but 3 out of 4 of the pieces are white. So if I were to describe the white portion of this shape, I would say that 1, 2, 3 of those 4 equal pieces, or 3/4 of the shape, is shaded in blue. Same with all of these ones. So there's still, I look at how many pieces that the shape is divided into, which is 4. But if I'm looking at the white portion, there are 3 of the 4 total pieces of that square that are white. And same with the rectangle. 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So it would be 3/4 of the shape is white. So as you're working today, you will be working on looking at shading in 1/2 or 1/4 of a shape. So be very careful to only color in what portion it's asking you to do. If it asks you to do 2/4, then I would take 2 of the pieces, of the 4 pieces, and I would color those in. So as you're working today, pay very careful attention what the instructions are asking you. It's going to change the colors that it's asking for or looking for, so make sure you look carefully at those as well, and take your time shading in so you're only shading in the portion that it's asking to as well. I know you can do it.